Welcome to Motivation Land Channel. Before delving into the story, Building Bridges, A Journey Towards Ending Homelessness, take a moment to immerse yourself in the power of community and compassion. This captivating narrative follows the intertwined stories of diverse individuals united in their mission to combat homelessness. From challenging stereotypes to forging connections, witness the transformative journey of hope, resilience, and collective action. Join us on this inspiring exploration of empathy and solidarity. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe. In the heart of a bustling city, where the rhythm of life moved in an endless dance, there existed a community divided. On one side stood those with homes, their lives buffered by the comforts of stability. On the other side stood the unhoused, their existence marked by the harsh realities of life on the streets. In the spaces between, a shared crisis of humanity lingered, a crisis that demanded attention, compassion, and action. Every day, millions of people walked by without a second glance, their eyes averted, their hearts closed off to the struggles of their unhoused neighbors. It was a crisis born not only of neglect, but also of a deep-seated disconnect, a failure to recognize the humanity that bound us all together. In the United States alone, an estimated 6 million people experienced homelessness each year, a staggering number that spoke volumes about the systemic issues plaguing our society. Behind the statistics lay stories of hardship, resilience, and hope deferred. At the heart of the issue lay relational poverty, a poverty not only of material resources but also of connection, community, and belonging. For the unhoused, this poverty was keenly felt, as they navigated a world that often seemed indifferent to their struggles. Isolated and marginalized, many unhoused individuals found themselves trapped in a cycle of despair, their voices drowned out by the cacophony of city life. Yet amidst the darkness, there were glimmers of hope, stories waiting to be told, voices waiting to be heard. It was time to lift the veil of invisibility and shine a light on the human faces of homelessness, to amplify the voices of those who had been silenced for too long. As the community grappled with the magnitude of the crisis, it became clear that real change would require a multifaceted approach. Social support systems, basic income projects, and reunification services emerged as successful strategies for ending homelessness, offering pathways to stability and empowerment for those in need. Yet, even as progress was made, barriers remained. Barriers erected by paternalism, NIMBYism, and the pervasive belief in the myth of rugged individualism. These ideologies served only to perpetuate the cycle of homelessness, undermining efforts to provide meaningful support and assistance to those most in need. Amidst the noise and chaos of the city, the voices of the unhoused rang out, their stories echoing through the streets. There was Carlos, a veteran struggling to find his footing after returning from war. There was Emily, a young mother grappling with addiction and loss. And there was James, a once successful businessman who had fallen on hard times. Their stories were as varied as they were poignant, serving as a powerful reminder of the humanity that united us all. In their voices, there was resilience, determination, and a fierce desire for change. As the community came together to confront the crisis head-on, individuals, groups, and policymakers alike began to take action. From volunteering at local shelters to advocating for affordable housing initiatives, there were countless ways to make a difference at every level of society. But perhaps the most powerful action of all was the simple act of compassion, the willingness to see, to listen, and to extend a helping hand to those in need. It was through these small acts of kindness that real change began to take root, one person, one community at a time. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the community began to heal. Bridges were built where once there had been walls, and connections were forged where once there had been only division. And in the end, it was this spirit of unity, compassion, and resilience that would carry the community forward towards a future where homelessness was no longer a reality but a distant memory, a testament to the power of humanity to overcome even the greatest of challenges. As the community delved deeper into their efforts to address homelessness, they encountered numerous challenges along the way. One of the most pervasive obstacles was the prevalence of stereotypes and misconceptions surrounding unhoused individuals. Many people believed that those experiencing homelessness were lazy or somehow deserving of their situation, failing to recognize the systemic issues at play. To combat these harmful stereotypes, the community embarked on a widespread education campaign aimed at dispelling myths and fostering empathy and understanding. They organized workshops, panel discussions, and educational events, inviting unhoused individuals to share their stories and shed light on the realities of life on the streets. Despite the challenges they faced, the community refused to be deterred from their mission. With each passing day, their efforts gained momentum, drawing in more and more supporters from all walks of life. One particularly inspiring initiative was the establishment of a community-led outreach program. Volunteers fanned out across the city, offering food, clothing, and resources to those in need. But more than just providing material support, they also offered a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on, forging genuine connections with their unhoused neighbors. As the community continued to work tirelessly towards their goal, they began to witness the transformative power of unity in action. People from all backgrounds and walks of life came together, united by a shared sense of purpose and a belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. This spirit of unity extended beyond the confines of the community, inspiring others to take action in their own neighborhoods and cities. Soon, similar initiatives began to spring up across the country, creating a groundswell of grassroots activism aimed at ending homelessness once and for all. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the community's efforts began to bear fruit. Homelessness rates began to decline, and more individuals found themselves with access to stable housing and support services. But perhaps the most significant change was the shift in attitudes and perceptions towards unhoused individuals. No longer were they seen as invisible or undeserving. They were valued members of the community, deserving of respect, dignity, and compassion. As the sun set on the city skyline, casting a warm glow over its streets, the community looked towards the future with hope and optimism. Though the journey had been long and arduous, they had proven that real change was possible when people came together with a shared vision and a commitment to making a difference. And as they stood side by side, hand in hand, they knew that they had not only transformed the lives of their unhoused neighbors, but also their own. For in the end, it was their collective efforts, their unwavering determination, and their boundless compassion that had truly made a difference in the world. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please support our growth by pressing like and subscribe button. Goodbye.